Hello everyone, it's Andy Glenn here, welcoming you all to another Sharks TV podcast. And this time I'm joined by netminder Logan Reid. Logan, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Andy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You're on first time on a Sharks TV podcast. It's a big time, isn't it?
Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's quite scary seeing everything, to be honest, but get used to it.
Don't give away the magic of the podcast. It is quite scary. There's quite a lot of lights and cameras, isn't there?
There's everything about. Quite professional, like, isn't it?
Oh, aye. Don't underestimate us. No, we are professional. What's scarier, coming on a podcast with me or starting in goal for Sharks?
I would say probably the podcast, because after the first 5 minutes I'd be alright starting, but nerves would go away as soon as you start, so it gets quite easy.
Well, yeah, it's going to be completely the opposite for me, obviously. But we really wanted to showcase some of the younger Sharks, and you're like, what, 16 now?
Yeah, I'm 16 just now. I'll be 17 in March, so hopefully we'll get a few things going on there. But 16 for another wee while, so...
Brilliant, fantastic. And obviously playing for the junior Sharks just now, but also dressed 8 times for the Sharks this season, although never got any ice.
Yeah, that was a great experience to be able to dress at least. It was amazing to see, like, even warm-ups. It's totally different from training. Different intensity, different feeling, everything's there. Just try and be a morale boost to everyone. Just try your best, really. Yeah,
you kind of took some time as backup keeper when, I'm trying to remember, was it Curtis that was injured?
Yeah, Curtis was injured for a wee while. At the start of the year, and then he got back, and then Callum got injured a couple of months ago just for a week, so I played a game there, dressed for a game there. That was decent.
You've got to tell me the truth, right? Were you scared to be potentially thrown in, or were you desperate for the Sharks to be like 6-0 up and for Martin to give you the last couple of minutes?
I mean, I wouldn't have minded going in. I would have enjoyed it, but definitely had to be nervous getting told that you were possibly having to go in at some point if one of them got injured.
Yeah.
So it could end up totally different, your outcome. Just got to deal with the pressure and ways you deal with it. Just control your mind and you'll deal with it. Simple.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it helps you mature as an individual, and I think it's interesting you said about the kind of mental preparation for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you go about that? Do you get some help from Colin Grubb firstly? Do you speak with Colin a little bit as well?
Yeah, I've been speaking to Colin a lot the past couple of weeks, just helping him with my game, try to tweak wee things here and there. I also do a lot of work with GB, so I get MG1 Elite, sorry. They help me a lot, so they'll tell me how to control my mindset, just control your game, be relaxed as much as you can, just stuff like that, stuff that you don't really see in the outside, but it's going on in the inside. Like, if your goal goes in, just need to reset, relax, get there.
How do you reset after you lose a goal?
I would go for a wee skate in the corner. It's always got to be the same corner as well. Have a drink, just shake my head a wee bit, get used to it again. Just take it back to a 0-0 game.
Yeah, because that shot's passed, goals went in, it's the next shot that's most important, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Got to have a memory of a goldfish. Someone told me that a couple of years ago. Just got to forget everything as soon as it goes past you.
Who told you that? That's brilliant. You've got a memory of a goldfish. Can't I remember? Superb. I love that. Practice.
I think it was either Martin or it might have been one of my older coaches. Can't remember.
Bonus point for saying Martin's not your older coaches. That's quite good. Do you got a lot of help from Curtis and Callum?
Yeah, definitely. Callum's helped me like the past 3 seasons, however long I've been training with him. Some of the stuff I would have been like that, what's going on there, if Callum wasn't there. This year Curtis has helped me a lot with my skating. I can move a lot better around the net. Stuff like that, just simple stuff. Get used to it. Callum's helped me with other stuff as well. Just technical stuff. It's all confusing, even confusing for me. So
No, it's really interesting stuff because goalkeepers really do have a bit of an affinity with each other, even after the end of a game, even if it's been I would say a game with a lot of tension on it.
Yeah.
The goalkeepers, even the opposite goalkeepers, they always have a bit of love for each other, don't they?
same at 19s. I know most of the goalies that I play against, but when I'm playing against them, I pretend that I don't know them.
Yeah.
Same with the players. I play Scotland with most of them, but I'm like that. I don't really know who you are when I'm playing, so just get used to it.
But then afterwards, best of buddies.
Yeah, basically, just go and give them a hug, say well done. Just
Absolutely.
yeah.
And are you training with the big sharks just now? Or
Yeah, I've been training the full season. Martin's let me on, Jamie's let me on. It's pushed me on a lot. Like, I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for training with them. So it's a great opportunity for me just to even train with them.
And what's it like in training with the big boys?
It's fast.
Is that
Compared to 19s, it's really fast. It's where I want to be in the next couple of years, definitely.
where you feel your game is just now?
Not right now. I've got a wee bit to go until I'm there. But over the next couple of years, hopefully I'll get there and hopefully get starting.
Absolutely. Well, the interesting question is where do you go? Because you become 17 soon. So next season you're looking at where are you going to be?
I'm looking at National 1, National 2, if not SNL. Hopefully just a team can pick me up so now I can get minutes. That's all I need right now is minutes, to be honest.
Will that be a two-way with the Sharks that they can maybe call on you? If, for example, this season when
Yep.
we needed you?
Fingers crossed. If that happens, I would be delighted. That would be
your ideal.
my ideal, to go on a two-way. Sign with the Sharks, train here, train with them, and then play whatever league it is.
Just get those minutes.
Yeah, definitely. Get minutes in, get game time, get experience. Can't complain at that.
And you kind of alluded to this, the difference between the under-19s and the Sharks. Tell me the difference.
Just like shot placement. So shot placement, shot speed, it comes off totally different on their sticks. So a shot that you'd maybe think at 19s is going to go high glove, it would maybe actually go low glove on seniors. So it's totally different. Got to adapt game, like speeds as well, skating wise. You've got to try and stay on the play. And the way the game happens at 19s as well, it's sometimes actually harder because you need to almost go in a different direction compared to what it would do at training, even for the seniors.
How do you mean a different direction?
Just deflections and bounces go everywhere sometimes, anywhere.
I think when I was interviewing Callum at the start of the season, he said about NIHL, he preferred it because the shots go where you expected them to go.
Yeah, definitely. I'm probably the same just now, but just need to get used to jumping in between them. I was struggling a wee bit for a bit there with 19s. I wasn't really reading where the shot was going as much. But I'm starting to overcome that and adapt like between sessions. So I'm getting there again.
For those who maybe don't follow the 19s, what's the under-19 season been like this season?
It's been a bit of a roller coaster, to be honest. Start of the year we were doing all right. We were winning our games, and then for a wee spell there we were losing a couple. But just now we seem to be back onto our winning ways. In the Scottish Cup final now as well, so hopefully we'll win that.
And when is that?
April?
Right, so we've got the under-19s. Is that home and away, or is it neutral venue?
That is in Dundee.
Right, so you've got to go to Dundee for that one. For those who maybe, I don't know, they maybe don't come down to the under-19 games, it's what, like £4 to get in for an adult. It's no too much. There's usually you know, there's a good 50, 60, 100 folk maybe there.
Decent numbers there for 19s, definitely. A lot of parents come. There's a few from the Shark Zone that come.
Yep.
Try and make a bit of noise, shout at the refs.
Yeah, shout out to Richard and Graham. They're always there at the under-19s. I was up there with them the other day when you beat Murrayfield. I think it was 16-1.
Yeah.
We'll not talk too much about that.
No.
It was a big game.
Yeah.
What happened in the last 2.5 seconds?
We'll not talk about that.
Okay,
either.
we'll not talk about that. Right, fine, that's fine. Other than that, it's really worthwhile coming along to support the youngsters.
Yeah,
I would just
definitely.
say to some of the fans who are watching, and we appreciate you watching, remember to like, share and subscribe and hit that notification bell. But these guys are trying their best. They're trying to make a career in hockey. It's an expensive sport. You hear they're going to be going to Dundee and all the rest of it. Come down, support the guys. You maybe don't have to come every single week, but you guys would really appreciate a bit more noise and a bit more support, wouldn't you?
100%. If we get that wee bit extra support, especially on these big games that are coming up, like Dundee and Fife, they'll just give us that boost and we'll get boosted on it, perform to our best and hopefully win it for you guys.
Absolutely. And the good news is that when these guys make it to senior level, you can say, I remember seeing Logan when he was playing in the under-19s when he was 16.
Definitely, yeah.
So other than dressing for the Sharks this season, what's been your biggest highlight?
Other than dressing with the Sharks, I would probably say I played for Widnes last weekend or the weekend before.
Right.
I got something like 30 minutes down in Blackburn.
Fantastic.
So that was a big milestone for me to get my first national 1 minutes as well.
And how did you do?
Did all right. My first couple minutes were like nervous.
Yep.
I think I let 2 shots in or something. On that first 5-10 minutes maybe. But as soon as I got back into my way, just settled into it, just treated it normal. Goals same size, putt same size.
That's a good way of
Just
looking
get
at
used
it.
to it.
And you enjoyed it?
Yeah, definitely. It's that step up from 19s that you don't really think about, just stepping up that little level. It's a big jump to jump up to that level. It's the same league that the Sharks were in last year as well. So just getting used to that. It's a lot faster. It's better hockey. Passes are everywhere, but you would expect them to go. Structured league as well.
And it's proper competitive as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Just really competitive. The top 3 teams are tight. Bottom, like, I don't know how many teams it is, but they're all tight as well.
Yeah.
Someone could beat someone one night and the next night it's the other way about.
Well, it'd be great to keep watching how you go and see where you're at. I thought you were going to say your highlight of the season was joining me in the live commentary stream just at the weekend there.
Yeah, that was definitely a highlight, getting my debut on Sharks TV.
It was brilliant. You were really, really good. I have to say. I mean, you're like the proper professional. I'm going to give the fans a little insight. Sometimes on live streams and on interviews, the wonderful Sharks team decide to throw out challenges to the people that are getting interviewed. See, you never knew this, did you? And they ask people to put in hidden words into the commentary or into the interviews. Martin Grubb's probably the worst one for coming up with this sort of stuff. So if you hear some random words, you'll know what it is. But
Frisbee.
the bold Logan on his debut managed to smuggle one of those hidden words past me on live stream. So well done, proper professional.
Thank you.
What was the word?
It was Frisbee, so
How did you manage to get Frisbee into a live stream?
I can't really remember it. Just sort of, I was just like that. Right, we'll try here. Roscoe was meant to try and say donuts, and I'm going to let him out in this one. He didn't manage to say it.
Donut would have been an easy one, though. I mean, particularly from a keeper standing next to you, that would have been an easy one.
Yeah, definitely.
But you managed to get Frisbee in.
I managed to get Frisbee in, so I was quite pleased with that. Definitely, yeah.
Joking aside, did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was amazing just to see even that viewpoint from up there. It's totally different from being down on the bench, standing beside Hazel, who's always there with me. just being next to the boys as well, it's a totally different view.
Yeah, you're kind of part of it as well. So you've done brilliantly, and we thank you for that. And if you've watched my podcasts before, you know what's going to be coming next. I'm going to ask you to say a message to the fans, but just before you do, just want to say to everybody, thank you so much for watching me chat with Logan, and thank you so much for your support of Sharks TV. And just before I say cheerio, the last word goes to Logan Reid.
Thanks for coming along. If you do, if you buy your tickets, keep buying them. If you don't buy your tickets, come along. It would be a great start for you to start coming. If it's your first game, if it's your 100th, just keep coming along, make that noise for us. It just boosts us on. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Logan, for spending the time to chat with me today.
No, thank you, Andy.
And we wish you all the very best for the rest of the season. And for next season, we watch your career with interest.
Thank you, you too.
Thanks everyone for watching. This is Andy Glenn saying cheerio.